right. Hi, everyone. Michaela here. I am hopping on live to give you guys another free tip. This is a free tip for all of you actors out there. So are you an aspiring Christian actor? Then this tip is for you. So as an aspiring Christian actor, can I really only do faith-based projects? So that's the question that we're going to be answering today. So you're aspiring Christian actor, you want to go out there, you want to work in the industry, but you feel like there's the stigma where it's like, all I can do is faith-based projects, and that's the only work I'm going to get if I want to be a Christian in the industry. So I'm actually going to debunk this myth right now. That is not true. If you are a Christian actor that only wants to do faith-based projects, you can totally do that. But actually, there's a lot more that you can do as a Christian artist. And I'm actually the perfect example of this because I am a Christian artist and I've worked for Nickelodeon, CBS, Disney Channel, Lionsgate, just to name a few. And they were not necessarily faith-based projects, but they were projects that I was comfortable doing as a Christian actor. So 100%, if you want to work for these big name networks, but you also want to stay true to your Christian beliefs and your morals, then yes, you can absolutely do that. But it is tricky, and you really need to have the right advice and the right people coaching you on how to maneuver the industry in that way. So yes, you can do it. You don't have to just do faith-based projects, and you can have success as a Christian actor. Now, everyone's different. Some people really do only want to do faith-based projects, and that's totally fine too. I myself have done faith-based projects, but I've kind of done a mix of both. So if that kind of sounds like more like you, then there's that. Or maybe you don't do any faith-based projects, but you just do projects that you are comfortable with, like morally, and you agree with. So that's my advice for you today and my free tip for you guys. Also, a couple of things. If you do actually want to dive deeper and you do want direct coaching from me to learn how to maneuver the industry as a Christian actor, I do have a course that's going on right now. It is Acting for Christian Success Without Regret. It's basically a 4-week course that's going to teach you how to maneuver the acting industry as a Christian and how to cultivate success without regret. So it's not always as easy as you might think it is, but it's also doesn't have to be that complicated either. So in this course, you're going to get my direct guidance, but we're also going to be diving into our Bibles and looking at what God has to say about it. And we're going to use those tools and those principles to be able to cultivate success without regret. So if that sounds something that's really interesting to you, then you can check out my website. I do have it linked at the very bottom of my description. I also have another class for actors, screenwriters, and directors. That isn't necessarily labeled as Christian, but of course, both classes are open to anybody who wants to join. And those classes are going to teach you acting, screenwriting, and directing. So if that's something that you're interested, you can check it out as well. But I also have free training, you guys. It's still open. Several people have already put their name in for the running. So I did receive that if you've already put your name in, and you're going to be hearing from me very, very soon. I believe it's July 2nd, who actually is in. So in the description, it tells you how to sign up. I'm doing 2 free trainings. It's going to be on Sunday, July 11th. And those 2 free trainings are going to be one for actors and then one for screenwriters and directors. So it's going to be really good. So one of them is actually for aspiring Christian actors. So if you're really interested in this tip and you really liked it, that actually is a full free training on it. So if you do want to learn more about that, I suggest putting your name in for the running. Now, let me reiterate. Just because you put your name in does not mean that you're going to get into the free training, but the advantage of getting onto my email list and being part of and putting your name in for the free training is you do get early access to like my discounts and to my free trainings and to stuff like that. So you're basically, if you're on my email list, you guys are going to be the first to know about anything that's going on. So it's always good to get on there. And don't worry, I always have free training that comes up every couple of months. I do this. So if you don't get in this time, you do have a future chance. Okay, I know that was long-winded. All the information that you need to know is in the description. So if you missed anything, just read the description and you will know. Okay, that's it. Stay tuned for more free tips coming your way. Until next time, bye for now.